Unplug this one.
Unplug which one?
The one up top.
This one?
Yeah. Like that one is there.
All right, we're live. We're waiting for our guest to come. I guess there's somewhat of a streaming issue happening, but as long as I've got this up. Oh, we got our guest. Look at this. There he is. There he is. And now let me see if we have it. This, I'm gonna add you to the add to stage. Oh, but you know what? We need Mr. Davis, since you called me ma'am earlier. I said, oh shit, he didn't put me in the old lady category when they get to calling you ma'am. But thank you for being very respectful. I appreciate that. Let's
No
go
problem.
that door. Let's have
You
our,
need, I think, let me get some more lighting for you.
yeah, I was gonna say your background, your lighting.
It looks like he's getting a glare.
Yeah. Then we gotta protect. I want this to be
Very glitchy.
scrolling.
What is this one?
Yes. Well, maybe because we need to first plug it. Is this the right
Yeah.
for that one?
Plugging that all the way in.
Right?
Let's maybe another one.
There shouldn't be another one. It should only be one. And why won't this scroll against?
Oh, this is the hole.
Well, get it in there.
But it
Oh,
won't-
excuse me.
What is it doing? What is it supposed to do? Oh, consider plugging in your device. So no, it's not.
It's not picking it up, is it? It's not the right one. Okay, that's just another camera we've got. Oh, somebody's on. Somebody's watching. Someone, I don't know.
Hello?
Somebody. And I don't think it's Mr. Davis either. I don't think it's Rome watching. I think it's somebody else.
Hey, that's not.
Okay.
This is the correct one.
Try this one.
Yeah. That's the whole purpose of getting all this together, right?
Yeah.
Prior.
Oh, we got two people on?
Okay, that's starting to come.
What? They coming? They're
Here we're
here?
gonna put our peak. Okay.
Here's
this
our
is
peak.
working now.
All right, let's get it going. Okay, here we go. So what we do is here, we start on StreamYard. We have another platform that's going, but we will more than likely, because this is the one, we'll probably just be editing from this one. So we go live first, and then we do set up some clips. Then after that, we actually have an edited episode that's going to air probably in, I don't know, maybe October, because I've got so many shows coming up. Okay?
Yeah, we protecting the P.
Oh, we definitely got to protect the P. All P's need to be protected. All those P's. Right. Well, we'll get into it. We'll get into what these P's mean. Because there's many words that start with the letter P. Many words. that start with the letter- I didn't know what that was, but many words that start with the letter P. So, anyways, let's go here. You are Rome Davis. And Rome Davis is a comedian.
Yep.
Now, how long have you been a comedian? And give me my notes because I'm ready.
6 years. Coming up
6
on 6
years?
years. 6 years.
Well, okay. Well, I'm Deion Webster Cox, and this is my sister, Wendy Webster Jackson, DPM, doctor.
Hi, how are you?
All right, how y'all?
And that's
Very
my
well, thank
daughter in the background, Anaya Cox. And then we also have Mr. Breyer. Yeah, that's him. I believe in helping the youth.
That's important.
Isn't that important? I believe in. I hire them, right?
You do. You do. I hire the youth also, but yes.
And sometimes they disappoint me. I had one, and sometimes they don't. But I'll tell you one thing: if you can get past the training I'll tell you something about me, Mr. Davis.
Tell me.
I make stars. I create stars. So if you can go through the training with me, you're gonna come out so much better, higher, bigger.
Mhm.
Because you're gonna be able to go somewhere else. I have a law firm. You're gonna be able to go somewhere else, and you're gonna have your notary. You're going to know how to organize files. You're gonna know how to. I teach you how to think. So, but in order to teach you how to think, you got to start off with having the ability to think and wanting to think, right?
Correct.
Because I'm going to press you and I'm going to push you. If you ain't ready for it, you're not ready for it. And everybody's not ready for it. And you should do what you're ready for, right? You should
Correct.
do what you're ready for. Because if you're not ready, and I've been training my daughter since she was been in the womb. And at times I don't even know if she's ready for it, but she tries. Bless her little heart, she tries.
It's backwards, isn't it?
She's doing a good job. She's doing a good job, and
It's
she's
gonna be even further down.
okay. I'm still talking. We are yeah, we are live, and the only person talking are the guests. Thank you. Well, that's all part of the training. It's all part of the training. Okay, so Mr. Davis, that is me. So you are Rome Davis, medium podcasting host, and actor, and you've been on Adult Swim, MTV, No Budge. That's you.
Hell no. I mean, no, that ain't me. But I wish it was.
What? Okay, I'm gonna have to go through my fact checking department, and we didn't even run this through ChatGPT. I can understand if ChatGPT came up with this.
I ain't getting none of them credits.
Oh dear. I guess we're manifesting it for you, okay? Manifesting, yes.
Ooh, he said adult. Someone said when? I wasn't on the boondock. I do not.
I know, I read it. I said, oh, okay.
No, I'll tell you. I've been on America's Got Talent. I have been on WHRO. I don't know if y'all have that. I don't. It's like public. It's like what Sesame Street is at. So I did something called Mall Storytelling. I have opened up for DL Hughley. I've been on the Michael Collier morning radio show. I've opened up for Cletus Cassidy. If you don't know who that is, he's actually on Churchy on BET with Kev on Stage. I host No ID podcast. I've had a variety of guests from Diallo Riddle. He was the creator of Southside, which is on Max. Kitty Kaboom, who used to host and was the voice of Cedar's World on BET. I've had Michael Collier as well too, Nori Davis, Jay Davis, and just a plethora of guests. So the Adult Swim and stuff, maybe one day, but not today.
Okay, well, we got podcasts. We had I didn't say the No ID podcast because that was there. That was written down. All right, let's see. Education. Let's see if this is right. Myers Park High School. And you had a 3.2 GPA? 2.3?
No.
1.9.
I ain't even go to that school. So
Okay. So that would not be accurate. Okay. California State University, Bachelor's of Arts in Dance.
Nope.
How about Virginia Beach Funny Bone Comedy School? So,
Yes, I did go. That's the. Yeah,
we
that's,
go to Virginia Beach. I think we at about a D level right now. I think we still failing. Okay. All right, but I am still dedicated to helping the youth, and at least they tried. At least they didn't come to me with a blank page. So he tried. Okay, he tried.
the reason they probably was wrong is that Rome Davis is my stage name. Jerome Davis is my actual government name. I don't know if that matters. I don't know, but fact department should have looked it up.
Fact department's only, I think they 10 years old. I'm really doing that chop shop child labor stuff. So they only 10 years. Like 10. I swear to God. No, you know what? They're actually, I think 16, 17, hopefully 17, maybe 16. I don't know. So I'll tell you this funny story. This is what happens. My daughter tells me, do you want help with your podcast today? And I said, yes, because more help to help. And then she goes to a very prestigious school in the city of Detroit, Cass Technical High School. I'm a graduate.
I'm a graduate also.
My parents are graduates. My brother's a graduate. My niece, Brittany, is a graduate. Who else in the family is a graduate? So we don't.
One of my other daughters, Kalisha, she's a graduate of Cass Tech.
Okay, all right. So she's a graduate as well. So my daughter goes there, and she told me about this young man. And I really like calling people by their last name because it's kind of hard to. We're all addressing each other very formally. It's kind of hard to get really on a base level. And you got to really be mad, right, to go to a base level. So let's just keep it very formal. And Mr. Bryce, she said that he was interested in helping us. Of course, come and help. So part of it is that at least he asked me what he could do. And I said, you can get me information about Rome Davis and figure it out. And I said, you can also set it up where I'm on StreamYard. I've got StreamYard allows you to connect to Facebook and StreamYard live on Instagram, and I forget where else I might be, and YouTube. So that's what happened. So he did a wonderful job. Again, he goes to Cass Tech, so I know he has it in him because they just don't let everybody in.
Correct.
It's not for everyone. So enough about me.
Mhm.
I can't help myself. I am being nicer. But let's go to you. So you, 9 years in comedian. Tell me more.
I've been doing comedy since December 2019. No, not December, May of 2019. The previous year I had went to the Virginia Beach Funny Bone. They do a New Year's Eve thing where you in the comedy club, you know, they bring out the champagne and the wine and stuff, and Godfrey was performing, and that's how they was offering comedy school classes. I signed up for it. And ever since then I've been on a tirade. The only reason I have a podcast because I had a terrible show where the lady threw a chicken bone at me. And that's the only reason why No ID came about. It was like, I don't think this comedy is gonna work out. But yeah,
Well, she sounds like she has mental health issues because I mean that's just going too far throwing comedy. I mean throwing chicken bones at someone. That's just
well, she was roasting, and I got the best of her, and you know.
You.
Yeah, I got. the best
so
of
then
her.
she couldn't handle it, and I think, and that tells me she's a drifter because you have to have self-control. You have to have that. As we go through this conversation, I'll tell you a lot more about me. So where I get the drifter from, you know, that whole terminology and everything. So, okay. So you went to, and you took the classes, and after the classes you said,
when you just go along with it because the classes is a 6-week course. So they give you like a textbook. There's nothing but a 3-prong folder, and you just, you know, got your curriculum for the week, and you write your jokes like that, and then they push you through simulations with like different ways that the crowd interacts. So once I had graduated, I was struggling writing new material, and for comedians out there or anybody, and this is no shot at anybody, you have to prepare this stuff before you go perform it at an open mic. Open mic is where, you know, we do try new material, but a lot of us need to prepare before we go to the open mic. So I didn't do that. And that's how that incident happened with the chicken bone. And there was a friend that recommended, because I was going to get into acting, that I need to go to this place called The Venue on 35th Street. It's down here in Norfolk, Virginia. And it's Thursdays at 9 o'clock at night. And it can go on to as long as 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and it's $5, but you get so many people in there. You get poets, right? You get poets, musicians, comedians, wrestlers. We got wrestlers that come in there and help with their promo skills. You get a variety of writers and
wait. You said wrestlers as in the WWE, as in Hulk Hogan, as in. They come in and work on their promo skills. They start. What does that mean?
So, like a promo is like how they hype themselves up.
Okay.
Yeah. So they hype themselves up. So that's, you see wrestlers coming in and out of there. And you know, I've been going there for a while. And of course, the pandemic happened. We had a little layoff during the pandemic. We had a long layoff because like a lot of the comedy clubs weren't open, and so we were doing a lot of Zoom comedy, and that's right. That was Lord, and you don't know if they laughing or not. You talking in front of the mirror. It was rough, and
okay,
you know, I just podcasting even harder. You know, my podcast is a little wild. I know you got minors in the room, so that's why I'm gonna just leave it there.
No. I'm gonna tell you something. That's why I love comedians on the show, because you all, and I just say, hey, just be yourself. Be yourself. So number one, I will tell you, maybe this will make you feel more comfortable with me, because I am an older woman, damn near 100, and so is my sister. She hasn't really crossed that path over yet, but I am. And I am over 50. She is over 50, but I am 55. So I am closer to 100 than she is.
2 years.
Yes, couple. So here it is. This is what happens. when I was pregnant with my daughter, I told her to protect her pee. And so I'm pregnant with her, and I would say to the things that I wanted for her. I wanted her to be international. I wanted her to travel. She had to go to high school. She had to graduate from high school, graduate from college, graduate from law school, pass the bar. Then she could do whatever she wants. So as every day, pretty much, I told her this. This would be just like I would tell her, good morning, I love you, and good night, I love you. I would tell her this, and I would tell her to protect her pee. So now, and then when she got to be about 7 or 8, I had her looking at shows called For My Man, Fatal Attraction. And so we be in there looking at this, what I think they call it just murder TV or whatever TV they call it, trauma TV. What did you learn? She goes, well, dude and girl get together. They like each other. Girl gets pregnant, and then dude kills her. I said, yes, that's what happened. But it happens because they got together very young. They started this relationship.
Mhm.
She couldn't take care of the baby, and neither could he. They neither could take care of this baby. And what happens is that she starts telling him, oh, you're not a man. You can't provide. And he's only 14 years old. And then because he hasn't mastered his skills on self-control, he doesn't know what to do. So he's being insulted, and then he ends up just going off and killing her. I said, so we don't want that. You've got to protect your pee. So I don't care what little boys tell you, Mr. Breyer, you protect your pee. You protect your pee. So that's the origination of pee. And then someone said to me, why don't you have a podcast? Well, back in 2007, I had a television show, the Deion Webster Show. And it went on for about, I don't know, maybe 3 months. It was a weekly show. I stopped that. I came back. I had a publicist. My publicist says, do a podcast. I said, no. Then my niece, Brittany, who graduated from Cass Tech, she said, do a podcast. And I said, okay, let's do it. And we started last year. And that's where, at first she's like, call it the Deion Webster Show. And I said, no, I don't want it to be called the Deion Webster Show because it's not about me. There's a message here that I want out. And I want it to be called Protect the Pee. Now she had it at Protect the Pee, asterisk, 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 which would come out to like pussy, right? I said, no. I said, I want to protect the P because there are many words that start with the letter P. Property, people, politics, president, pasta, peas, peace, prosperity.
Peace. Perseverance. That's my P for today, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, so that's where it all. So when you say to me, hey, I don't know if we can, yes, you can. So I want to just give you that, preface that. So please let me have it.
I have peace, but I interview on my podcast porn stars, dominatrixes,
Protect the porn stars. Okay. There's a
dominatrixes,
niche in the
foot
market.
fetish models, scat models. I don't know if you know what scat is.
That's fecal material that they eat or get thrown upon themselves. Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay, I think they go to Dubai to get that done. I think they go to Dubai for that. Yeah. Okay.
Some go to Dubai, some go to Virginia. I do
Oh,
interview comedians, but yeah, they sell it. They sell they poop and pee and period blood to men.
Oh, that is a very
Is it profitable?
market.
Very profitable.
And Mr. Breyer, again, I told him to be quiet, but he said yes, it was profitable. So he knows
How
about
you know?
the
How you know, Mr. Brian? How you know?
Right.
How you know? What are you into over there?
How we
Wash
know
your
that-
hands.
How we know it's profitable?
Ratio search history and get some hand sanitizer immediately. Do not.
Yes.
Protect your pee, Anaya.
So that's the podcast, but the comedy is different. You know, the comedy is just about my piece. It's my truth. So like, I talk about anything from my dating experiences, finances, my job, my family, any type of weird observations. Life as a comedian, life is being short. So I'm like 5'4", so or me going to Cass Tech High School.
You went to Cass Tech High
No,
School?
I did not go to Cass Tech High School.
Oh, well, it's not for everybody. It's okay. It's not. See, I'm a comedian too. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But you know what? But that's what life is about. So protecting your peace. So now with that, how do you go about protecting your peace? What specifically do you have routines? What do you do?
So to protect my peace, because I still work, I meditate. Right, I meditate.
Oh,
I do
right, you are
Monroe
talking my
Institute.
language.
I do the Monroe Institute meditation. I do that twice a month. I stay away from a lot of bad energy. I'm very meticulous about my peace and my brand. If I
Yeah.
know that something's going to disturb my peace or something that's not going to go along with my brand, I personally just step away from it. There's no shot at
Okay.
nobody else. I just, stay away. I write, I drink water, I man my business. I do not hang out after the comedy show is over with. I usually just go home and do my own thing. That's just me. That's just me. I don't get involved I'm not in any group chats, group texts. Before a show, you see a lot of comedians sometimes they be out there joking and smoking and talking about what they should do or what they're gonna do. I'm focused on killing it in the crowd, passing out business cards, getting my following up, and going home because I am getting older to the point where I just want to go home and watch Law and Order
And eat soup. And eat soup.
not soup. It's usually just like it's a fruit bowls. It's soup.
Okay.
I'll tell you why I say eat soup. I was watching, I forget what I was watching, but I was watching some television program, and they said all old women want to do is stay at home and eat soup. And I thought that was the funniest thing because remember I was making soup for the longest, so I fast. And I had 1 day a week I would do a 24-hour fast, and then normally during the beginning of the month I do a 3-day fast. And every time I do a fast, I would come off my fast by making fresh food. So because I have my office and I'm normally here, what I would do is I do a crock pot and I kind of started in the morning and it was soup. So it'd be a lentil soup, a navy bean soup, a white northern soup. It was some type of soup that I would make. So when this man said all old women want to do is sit at home and eat soup. So that's why I was asking you, eat soup too.
Well, I'm going to make a pot of soup when I get home. So I'm
Like,
it's too hot in Virginia for a soup right now. Maybe it's too hot. I ain't trying to pass out now. Yeah.
what is it? Gazpacho? Gazpacho.
cold beets.
A cold Borch is cold.
Good.
Yeah.
Cold soup.
So there's some cold soups out there.
But I gotta ask him. What I was thinking is when I see comedians,
Mhm.
it was a time back when we were young. Comedians said whatever they wanted to say. It was a free speech for comedians, and no one got offended. It was no cancel culture. How do you feel, especially I think even after COVID became worse, as a comedian doing comedy in this cancel culture? Has it tailored the way you think of things, or do you just do and say what you want to do without
it's an in between. I'm very okay, you can't cancel something that you didn't create, right? So it's a lot of comedians that actually do that. Like it's a certain thing with free speech, but you gotta use it with discretion. Like I don't talk about politics. I don't talk about anything derogatory. I don't disrespect women. I don't disrespect, men or whatever. Comedians sometimes, God, I could cuss because I heard you say pussy. Comedians sometimes you just go up there and just bullshit and be like, yo, I'm gonna say the most shocking shit in the world that I can say and get away with it. And it's just even on my level and even on the professional level, you see it. So it's like cancel culture. I'll say tell the truth. It's not. I don't really think it's that thorough because they cancel who they want to cancel, and you know what I'm saying. Like
That's right.
You see some videos online. We see a lot of comedians, getting in trouble, and they get canceled. But hell, come to one of these open mics, you'll hear far more worse shit than you ever heard watching on TV. And these comedians are sick because they go up there and be like, yeah, I'm gonna talk about my dick. and masturbation. And I heard a comedian say something about people with mental disabilities, and I was like, what the hell? But he's still getting work. So I mean, like, for me with my comedy, I try to play it safe because I got a digital footprint. I got a mama and my father and my son. I ain't trying to embarrass them. I ain't gonna go out there and say nothing crazy.
Okay. Well, was it funny when he talked about masturbation? Was it funny?
Hell no.
Oh, well, that's no good.
How many times can you talk about beating your dick? Like, how many times can you?
I don't know. I don't have one.
God, it's too much sometimes, man. God,
I think
like
they a lot of comedians have a vulgarity about them, and especially the female comedians that they talk about the same things. Screw it. You know how good the cootie is. You know, and to me, I think it's more to life than just that. And there's so many things, as you said, you observe things. I think if you look for content, you could walk down the street and get content. You know.
correct.
Without it having to be particularly sexual or vulgar. So I really applaud that you think about the ramifications from your family, that they might be embarrassed by your words and actions. That's good.
I do talk about sex now, but you do see comedians that come up on the stage. They be like, coming to the stage, Wendy Jackson, and she'll come up there, suck my pussy, eat my ass, suck my toes, suck my dick.
Never.
And he's like, hey, I heard you motherfuckers, suck my ass. And then they're like, when he left the stage, coming back onto the stage, Deion Webster, eat my ass, suck my pussy. I'm like, yo, it's too much. It's too much. It's too fucking much.
Well, I can tell you, that would not be my opening, because I have stayed celibate because I've been focused on my daughter. And that's how I can talk about protect the pee, because I myself have protected the pee. At least while I'm here locally.
You know, out of town is a whole different vibe.
But one will never know. You got to show me the tapes on that. Show me the tapes. Run it back. Didn't happen.
So I have another question for you too.
Mhm.
That we were. Now you said you started before COVID in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So when it was all the comedy clubs were open, everything was good, and then you said, okay, you went into COVID where they were on Zoom. Did your comedy act change in COVID? Did you use a lot of material from being locked up, locked down, and everything? What happened?
My material is my first comedy videos on my YouTube channel. It was horrible. It was very horrible. When COVID came, it forced me to sit down, write, expand jokes, transform different jokes, and also, you know, in this time, everybody had a stand-up special coming out. If you didn't have a stand-up special, you know, one of my favorite apps out there for streaming for specials is Tubi. So you get a lot of
love Tubi. I love a Tubi movie. I had on Kamal Smith. Oh my gosh. It was very nice. No, I mean, you know, a nice young man. And he's damn near 50. He's almost 102. But I just say that he, director, writer, actor, he came on and told his story and how he protects his peace, which is important to him. So yeah, I just say all that because I love Tubi. I've learned so much from Tubi, and how, in fact, I remember having my daughter watch Sloppy Seconds by Lisa Brown. And I said, you see how they'll do you? You see how they do? You come from a good house, and then they'll sit up here, and because they don't have as much as you, the only thing they can do is try to break you down. And then you are so enamored with, for whatever reason, you don't feel good about yourself. And then you are allowing this person who doesn't even compete with you, can't even dare compete with you. And now they're telling you to go, they're up here essentially tricking you out, doing all these things to you, insulting you, and taking your money. How you gonna trick me out, take my money, and beat me? How does that happen?
It happens
And then
a lot.
and then have a dog come in and assault me, and then tape it and post it out.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh, wasn't that horrible?
Yeah, Tubi, I think it's a good platform. They're changing it though. I noticed that it's not strictly black or minority entertainment and movies anymore. It's doing more things, but I think it's a good background.
Platform.
Good platform. Yep. But I have to ask you this: who is your favorite comedian and why?
He's gonna say himself, I hope. But go ahead, sir.
Besides yourself,
Favorite comedian? That's
if
between.
you have one.
I do. It's a tie up between Jerry Seinfeld and Eddie Murphy.
Wow,
Okay,
and
Jerry
two
Seinfeld.
different. But you know what? That explains because his type of comedy, his perceptions are really different from well, two different deliveries. But yeah, that's nice because I enjoy Jerry Seinfeld as well. Until he married that young girl. I mean, they've been together damn near 30 years now and got
He
kids.
married Shoshana, the young high school girl he used to date.
Yeah, he did.
No, he did not. He married a woman closer to his age.
He did marry a woman close to his age.
Right. He didn't marry that teenage girl he used to with the huge breasts that he would parade around with for a couple.
Did he have children with her?
No.
Well, thank you. I'm happy to hear about that, Jerry Springer, because not Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer. That's a whole different genre right there.
I'm happy to hear that, Jerry Seinfeld, because I swear to God, you couldn't have told me he didn't marry her.
Pass it on fake news, okay? We would have him. We would be upset with him for no reason. No, he married a woman close to his age. He has a family. They've been married for over 20 years.
Well, I didn't judge the man. I didn't judge him. I just said he was with that young girl, but I was happy he married her eventually when she turned 18. Okay, well, very good. Well, that's what happened.
Why? You said who, but why? I'm just curious about the why of Eddie Murphy.
Eddie only has 2 specials out, and they the highest grossing specials ever. We talking about Raw and Delirious. Can't nobody touch it. And they're timeless jokes, right? They aged. So those jokes were about, his rise to stardom, his life, his family, just his different perspective, right? And you got to think about 2 specials that we still talk about, Raw and Delirious. This man has been in movies, shows, everything you can think of. But he has the 2 highest grossing specials, and nobody has ever come close to it. Maybe Kevin Hart. Jerry Seinfeld, genius. I saw Jerry perform probably a year ago here in Virginia. Very observational, down to earth. It's more of a it's not even a monotone. It's like he's a silent intellectual killer. So he will point out something that you never thought about, and he'd be like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, I think he had a joke when he was like, yeah, when couples go on vacation with each other, they do that 3-day, 4-night stay. All they doing is just going on vacation and argue with other people, argue with each other in different atmosphere. That's it. Because day 1, y'all cool. Day 2, it's okay. Day 3, y'all gonna start arguing." I was like, that makes sense. Because I've been in that situation before. And I probably didn't deliver the way that he did it, but it's great. Then he had Seinfeld. That's a timeless show. That show comes on. That it's only 2 bad. It was only like 2 episodes that was bad, and that's when the season finale came out. They went to jail for whatever for not being good Samaritans. That's the only time that it is, but that was timeless, and that was written by the great Larry David. And Larry David has Curb Your Enthusiasm, which is a great show that's been running since I'm 36. That's been running since I was younger. So like the thing, and Eddie was pushed by Robert Townsend, Keenen Ivory Wayans, and John Witherspoon. Yeah. They saw something in Eddie, and they was like, "Oh, Eddie gonna get it." Eddie shot his first special when he was 19. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was on Saturday Night Live at 19.
Yeah, I think it's you did mention some. I mean, and there are many more. So don't get me wrong. And I love having comedians on the show. I really do. I love having comedians on my podcast. Because these comedians, to me, you all bring a different flavor. Now, how many comedians have I had on? How many comedians can you bring on the Protect the P podcast? I've had Marv Ross, and then you all just have you're quick to answer. I really just enjoy. I enjoy comedians. I really do.
Yes, they're very funny. Some of them. I think answer your question, Mr. Davis. That question.
They're funny, some of them.
Well, that's why they have so many different ones. I call it genre of comedic actions and then platforms. But so, what would you like to see yourself doing in 5 years, as far as with your career, or your life? What does that look like for you?
I want
Not
to
recording. This
hopefully
one's not
doing
recording.
comedy full time, and I want to take my podcast and turn it into a late night show, like a late night talk show. I would love to do that, and I'm working on it now. But I would love to do it like a late night talk show, like like and do like little spin-offs, like what Byron Allen has done with comedy TV, and you see what the 85 South show is doing, and you see what Kevin Hart is doing now when he's passing the torch on to younger comedians, because he knows that his time is probably coming up. Nick Cannon's been doing the same thing. So I want to be doing this full time, like comedy, podcasting, writing. I definitely want to direct. That's the goal. That's the plan,
Right.
actually. Yeah.
I think it's all nice when we have these various platforms, and you always have to figure out what am I trying to do with this? Where am I trying to go? Right? What's the goal?
Mhm.
Because I know for a fact with Protect the P, the goal was to get the message out, because I figured Protect the P is a message that I believe every person out there can get behind. Every person in this world has a P that they want to protect. Some P. And this is whether your intentions are good, bad, indifferent. You've got a P that you want to protect out there. So with that, I said to myself, I'm writing a book. Now, isn't it something we're always writing books? But I am writing a book. And it's going to be called Protect the P. And that book is focused on my journal entries from when I was in high school. And don't get me wrong, it's not like I wrote every day, because I did not. My various journal entries and throughout my life. And we're talking about when I went back and read my journal entries, I said, oh my God, I can't even believe I was that person. I can't believe that's what was so important to me. Now a transformation happened with me, because there are several things that you said that just completely caught my eye. One, you meditate. Number two, you've got a plan, and you've got a plan of action. I too meditate. I can remember, what was this man's name? Oh man, I may not remember the name, but I just remember the concept, and I remember the theory behind it, and I remember what was told. And it might have been, what's the guy? David Goggins. A lot of people say this, okay? David Goggins. So in the morning, I wake up, I meditate. How did I start meditating? It had to be, I know how I started meditating. I started meditating because I told a friend of mine, I said, for whatever reason, I can't seem to get up. I want to get up and exercise, and I'm not motivated. He said, go to YouTube and get these videos, and these videos like 432 hertz, and just say, I want to listen to those videos. And it's something about those videos, it's something about those sounds, it will motivate you. It did. That led me over to meditation, which led me to the Jose Silva method of meditation. I started meditating. No, well, maybe that's not how it happened. Maybe I was late night watching something. Anyways, I started meditating. Jose Silva, I'm a believer. The 3-2-1 method, alpha level. From there, I got exposed to, I'm an avid reader, but people say reader, you just listen to it on Audible. Whatever, I'm an avid listener of books, and I consider reading a book, and I'll read that book several times while I'm in my car and driving. So that's what I do. Now I started with, her name is Julia Cameron. Julia Cameron had The Artist's Way. She got me into journaling. I've been journaling nonstop for about a couple of years. So I was trying to figure out, what am I going to do with this book? because I've got these entries from when I was a very foolish young woman. And I think that foolishness might have went into my 30s, but that's okay because I still managed to go to law school and pass the bar and start my practice. But the bottom line is, I said, how do I tie this together? So then I had been journaling for so long that I journal every single day. And I said, I'll take those journal entries from today to those dates and corresponding to those various dates to show you what I was thinking about back when I was 16 compared to what I think about now as a grown woman, and what changed there and how my life is different. And what do I attribute it to? I attribute it to having a routine. I attribute it to waking up, meditating, to rolling over, journaling. From there, getting up, making up my bed. From there, doing exercise. Now, by the time I've left my house, I've gotten 4 things done that I feel good about. When I come back to my house, I know my bed is made up, and I know that regardless of whatever happens to me while I'm here at work, I know I already accomplished some things. So whatever goes my way or doesn't go my way, that I thought it should be different, it's okay. It's okay. So when I talk about the book, I finally brought it together. So this podcast, using it as a book. And then I'm taking all my podcasts because I have more and more guests and they come on. There is a guy named Tim Ferriss. Tim Ferriss wrote 4 Hour Body, 4 Hour Work Week, Tools of Titans. Tools of Titans is just a book, a compilation of all of his either podcasts or interviews with his guests and what they did to make, so they're tools of Titans, what they use in order to progress, believe in themselves, go further. And I said, I'm going to do the exact same thing with Protect the P. So Protect the P, the second book, will be from my interviews with my guest.
That's good. So, Mr. Davis, let me ask you a question.
Okay. Thank you.
No, this is leading in from what you said.
Okay, thank you.
So, if you could, looking back on your life from today back to maybe you were younger, what would you change or what would you tell your younger self?
I wouldn't change anything. God had that plan for me to go through whatever I went through. What would I tell myself? Hey, man, keep staying prayed up and out the way. That's all you got to do. If you speak to God and keep God in your life, you be straight. That's all. That's all you're doing.
Very good. What about you, Dr. Webster? What would you tell your younger self?
I would tell my younger self to
There's another camera.
not listen to people who don't matter in your life, who can't help you. I would say keep yourself from negative energy. And I would say it's okay to be smart and embrace that. That's what I would tell, because I was ashamed because I was teased for the way I spoke. And they said I was so smart. And what the heck? I should have said, yes, I am. Thank you. But I didn't know that then. And I let myself get into situations and feelings about myself because I thought it was a put down. I didn't embrace how God made me. So that's what I would tell myself differently.
Yeah. You see, I had such an ego that I felt superior to people. So I would get people who I knew were not of my same ilk. And then those people would rebel. And then treat me like crap. And I'd say, oh my God, why are they? But they weren't my kind anyways. We didn't have anything. We had nothing that was going anywhere. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I wish that if I could have done anything differently, but perhaps we wouldn't be talking right now if I had done things differently. But the bottom line is, I wish I had just embraced who I was. And regardless of being how my family treated me for being who I was, dogging me out for my color of my skin, I wish that didn't happen, but I would just taken it differently and I would have just gone on forward. So I accept your apology for making me feel bad. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I just said, yes. And then one more thing, this is so fascinating. I love finding out of people. what would you say? Because this is my P for today. Because as coming on this show, I said, let me have a P. Perseverance, protect the perseverance. And now I'm going to say the perseverance of the youth to just keep on, and my own perseverance and your own perseverance, Mr. Davis, to keep going on, even no matter what life throws at you, because God has you, and to just persevere through every action and activity that things go on through your life. So that's my P. Protect the perseverance and keep going forward.
How do you do that?
How do I do that? As I said, I've learned to not listen to people who don't matter. If you're not where I'm coming from, I'm going to learn something from everyone. That's something I learned. You can learn any person you meet, you can learn something. But I protect my perseverance just by trying to keep my circle of who are my inner circle together. People who want to persevere also. So I don't like people who say, "Oh, you Black, you can't persevere, or you can't do anything." People like that, I don't have time with that, because that's not been my experience. I say if you trust God and you keep a positive attitude and you keep working towards a goal, you'll get it. God will give you your goal. So you can't say someone can stop you because of something. So that's how I protect it. I just shut the haters out, because a lot of people do not like when you succeed.
Nope.
And you have to realize who you are around if they don't want you to succeed. And I've learned this, and this is one lesson I want all the young people to learn. I'm okay being the poorest person in the room.
I would prefer to be that poorest person.
Because you can only go up. If you're those people, and I'm going to tell you something, my husband and I, our boat we have, it's a 35-foot, cabin cruiser. And it might have a little window, the little shade part of it missing. But our people we're around, they have $1 million yachts, but we're still in that group because our yacht we're at the marina also. So we're still in that group of people. So you can learn so much. So that's what I want to say. And we had to persevere to go through a lot to get where we are. But I'd rather be the poorest person in the room. I'm okay with that.
I'd rather have everyone else smarter than me in the room. Because if they're smart, I want everybody smarter than me in the room. But listen, I got to go back to Rome Davis, because this is a funny story. Rome Davis, how did we get, he slid into my DM and said, we should do, I got to tell this story. I got to tell this story. And I was very happy. It made me feel good. So I want to know, what made you reach out? Tell me that. Was it the babies talking about Protect the P? What was it? How did you
support Black media?
Support Black media.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Black media.
But how did he find me? Is that a podcast or
no? I mean, you came on as an ad. I think it was an ad, or you came over my algorithm or threads. I can't really remember. Or probably on my YouTube, because I do search for Black podcasters, right? And when I started out, right, I never imagined, because this is my stuff is passion projects. So I'm not in it for the money. When I started out, my very first big guest was Nore Davis, and then Michael Collier came right after that. Those folks did not have to reach out to me, reply back to me to be on the No ID podcast. They didn't have to reply back and send me all this stuff. So Nore Davis was talking about Black media, and I was like, well, I do have to support more Black media. I'm not saying I got 100 million followers or I got all of this and that. All I'm saying is I enjoy what you and your family are doing right now. Like, I love this dynamic and how you helping out the youth. I like how, you two bounce off each other. Your researchers, you bringing the youth in, right? I like how I see family portraits in the background, I'm guessing.
No, okay. Well, that is what you're seeing. So these are protests and
protests. Okay.
Those a camera.
What's to the right of your sister's on? What's to the right of your sister?
To the right of my sister. Okay, so what I do is I do civil rights litigation, civil rights, do personal injury. So what you would see is right here. This picture is at a protest. This was at the River Rouge, where a police officer pulled a young lady out of her vehicle. The picture right here was from a body cam, and that was where my client was taken into custody, and the officer just came up to him and just socked him in the face and knocked him out, and he was in cuffs. The picture above that was me doing some media, and it was about the Farmington Hills Police Department when the Boy Scouts went to go visit. The Boy Scouts went to go visit, and they take them downstairs to their shooting range, and all their targets were black people, black men. Okay, and
They were.
and that was horrible. To the over, if I turn it over again, you'll see there was a protest on top. That canvas is a protest. The black and white is another police action, and below that is me and a client, and we were discussing what was happening with him. I had a vision, and my vision was this: we put in black and white what the officers did wrong, the police department did wrong. And then in color is where we're out. That's the hope. So the pictures in color are the hope, and the ones in black and white kind of faded out are the ones showing the misconduct, what went wrong. So those aren't family, I guess, in a sense that when you see the pictures of me with other people and in color, yes, we're family by some either blood or relation. And we are coming out saying, no, this is not, we're going to protect the citizens they have a right. We're going to stand up for them, and we're going to fight for them. That's what that is.
Oh no, I just want to support black media. I enjoy this conversation, to be honest with you. You guys might be material. If I'm ever in your area and I'm got a show, pull up.
Well, absolutely. Let me know, because I went out to I just came back from Houston, and this came up on my feed, and part of it was that because he had married a black woman, Gary Owen. I went to go see him and his show. I don't know if he's still married, but I don't know. But anyways, I went out for my birthday. Okay, good. So he supports black women. So I went out to his and black kids. He supports them. So I went out and I flew out there, saw him. I also went to this. It's called Spa World in Katy, Texas. I am a lover of Korean bathhouses and spas. Oh my God. Those are the best. You talk about fun times, relaxing, and rejuvenation. Rejuvenational. Would you not agree?
I agree.
I really love them. I'm telling you, go in those different saunas that are covered, the walls are covered, and each one gives you a specific benefit. I love it. I love a spa. I love a Korean spa. I really do. So that's good. Do you, Mr. Davis, like spas? Korean spas? Do you like the Japanese spa? Do you like the Turkish spa?
I like Bath and Body Works.
Okay. Well, you do need the supplies to get to the spa. Yes, you do. Very true. Very true.
So, do you have a show coming up, Mr. Davis?
I have a couple shows coming up.
Ooh, where are they?
I got one August
When and where,
23rd.
sir?
I got one in Virginia in August the 23rd, and then August 27th through September 1st, I will be in Baltimore in the Baltimore Comedy Festival performing.
Okay, hold on. Let me write this down. Ron Davis, and this is going to be August 23rd, 2025. Where in Virginia?
Richmond, Virginia, the main gate.
Richmond. Watch this. Watch what I can do. There's anything you can do, I can try to do. Richmond, Virginia, and this is going to be where?
Let me make sure I get the right name. Excuse me. It's at the main Gold Line Community Cafe.
Gold Line as in Line?
No, Lion like Lion.
Oh. Lion Community Cafe. Community Cafe. And then when's your next show?
I'll be at the Baltimore Comedy Festival.
What day?
August 27th to the 1st.
August 27th through September 1st, 2025. And that's going to be that's the Baltimore, what was that again?
Comedy Festival.
Comedy Festival.
Mhm.
Press to roll. Okay, now watch me do this. I'm going to add this, and then I'm going to show it. I'm going to show it. And it look at it, it's screening. Do you see it at the bottom?
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
Isn't that nice? Because I support Black media too. I support Black men too, don't I?
You know what? I do too, but it's one that I can't stand. Can I say who I can't stand? Roland Martin. He called me names X. And it's so funny because it was just because of my view. He said, you are a dumb bitch. And I said, oh, really? I said, well, I take exception to that. When I didn't really have to say much, because everybody else jumped on him and called him everything from a roly-poly, piggly wiggly, to ignorant MF. I don't like cursing, so I'll probably not be a good comedian, but I don't like cursing. But he called me all those names. So, Roland Martin, I did not forget what you said.
Roland Martin.
I hope he sees this somewhere.
Roland Martin.
And yes,
We'll talk about my sister.
Person.
Well, you know what? Here, Roland Martin.
You know Roland Martin.
Roland Martin. Well, but this is I love you. We're gonna just show love. I love you.
I remember, but I do support just because that's why I started following him. Just because I saw he's Black, but he's rude and mean for no reason.
Yeah, I know.
That's your uncle. You better tell your uncle to get it together.
Man, my uncle, man.
Okay, those your people.
What you mind me asking for everything? Where your research department at? They still tucked over in the corner, not on the camera?
He's here.
He over there. Come on, Mr. Bird. Now you may be seen. Now you may come.
Hey, Mr. Burton, how you doing today, brother?
Mr. Briber, I'm doing good.
Right. I apologize. I do apologize. Do you have Instagram, good sir?
I do.
Okay. Go on my Instagram page. Click the link in the bio. It's Comedian Rome.
Okay, I'm there.
You see the link in the bio? You clicked it?
Yes. Yep.
So show it. You don't mind showing my man? You see, that's all the stuff that I'm doing right now. So, yeah, you see my website. You see WHRO. You see media appearances. You see the podcast. You may see YouTube clips.
Oh yeah, looks like you lost some weight, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, had
I
to.
can tell. Okay, yeah, well, because you're up and moving. Our other social media person came back from her break.
I was getting
No.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was trying to see.
Okay, very nice. Yes, and this is how we do research. Very nice on the Comey. On Comey.
So then maybe your guests, if you're participating again, just look on their Instagram.
That's all. Instagram. I'm not, like I said. Instagram tells a story, right? So when you're interviewing or trying to get prepared for guests, like not even just a comedian or like you had a musician up there, Instagram will show everything because that's how we promote ourselves. Unfortunately, for comedians, when we submit to those festivals like I'm in or any type of bookings or shows, the number one thing they ask us for is our social media. So they ask us for our Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, websites, and then we got to put a resume in there. So you did good, brother, but y'all was naming off a GPA that I never had at all. I barely came out of high school. You got naming all that stuff off. My mama would love to hear that, but it ain't happening. You know what I mean?
I apologize.
You
Don't apologize ever. You just say thank you very much. You always be grateful and just say thank you. Okay, that's what you do.
Man, but you're doing good though, man.
Thank you.
This was his first day now, and he came in at the request of my daughter and asking, did I need help? And I said yes. So we believe in everything being a teachable moment, educational. So that's what's important. That's truly what's important. Yeah, that's what we do. And I stand by that. I will not feel bad. Now tell me this, first of all, Protect the P does now have merchandise. We have Protect the P swimsuits. We have Protect the P. We have Protect the P bags. We have Protect the P swim boxers, swim shorts. We have Protect the P. We have merch. We have merch that I am hoping one will want to wear one day. Do you, sir, have merch?
No.
Okay. Very
That
good.
was very straightforward.
Wasn't it though?
No, I don't have merch.
No merch? Well, yeah. I mean, I've been the only person who purchased. I'm the only person who purchased my merch. I can tell you. But it does work. I've dropped shipping, and it works. It works. I've got a store. It's called protectthep.com, and if you go out to that, then it's immediately there's the store, and it shows everyone. And in fact, that's what I want to show you, Mr. Davis, so you can see it. Please let it come up. There it is. Now I'm going to go here and I'm going to share it. To share a screen. And I'm going to share a screen. And I'm going to do right here, Protect the P. Let's share it. You see that?
Okay.
Okay, wait, yeah, that's not the most impressive part. Here we go. Oh, I see some more merch has been added to Protect the P on the one boob. That must be a Nia Cox design.
On the top.
Yeah, I see it. Okay. So there it is.
Shorts. Okay.
There's the Protect. Okay, I've got it. Okay, very good. So did you see that, Mr. Davis?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Yeah, that's what Protect the P.
I saw the little book bag with the white guy or whatever. The girl was laying down with the logo on the white one piece. I paid attention.
That's it. That was it. And it was a situation where that was mock-ups. So this is all through Shopify and no, Printful. Printful, and then they asked you for a mock-up. And I did not have at the time, I did not have any, I didn't have any models, real models. I didn't know what it would look like. I know that you get to design it in one place, and then what would happen is that they go ahead and they take it over. They take it over somewhere, and somebody orders it. Then that place makes it, and they send it out. Now I need to see what the product looked like, so I did in fact have it modeled, and my sister and my daughter, they wore the product. It was really cute. Very, very cute. So that's all I'm saying. And I was going to,
Most
the
definitely.
guys interviewing your, I guess, promoting you and your business. I wanted to see if you had merchandise as well.
Mm-mm. I did, but I'm all right.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, so now let me ask you this. You've had the opportunity. Where do you hope to go? What does your next 50 years look like? In 50 years.
Oh man, hopefully I'm alive. I'm gonna be in my 80s at that point. 50 years?
Yes.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'd probably still be doing comedy at the age of 86, but probably a couple of specials, a couple of Emmys, late night talk show, maybe an animated series, maybe an adult children's book, something.
When you say an adult children's book, you saw children of adult.
No. Like
Yeah, what's an adult children's book?
it'd be something like the Boondocks or something.
Okay, adult children's book. I didn't know what, or adult children. I didn't know what. Okay, very good. I guess we're all children, and we can be adults. Adult children, right? Okay, I got it. What? Okay, all right. Got it.
I don't know. So, did you have if you had one last sentence to tell people, what would you tell them?
Stay prayed up.
Stay prayed up.
Stay prayed up. That's the only way to make it. Stay prayed up. Keep God in your life. Once you allow God in, it'll be good.
Well, you know what? I really appreciate you coming on today. I appreciate you taking time out to take time out of your busy schedule, because I know you were. I really appreciate you reaching out and following through with the commitment. And I want to say thank you, because I see that the ads do work. The ads work. So maybe I'll keep posting some ads. Now, would you have any of any objection to me making, we've had some really nice, I think, some nice discussions and some nice snippets. Of course, I take some of those and make snippets, but what if they've had them in some of they do the AI with the babies. Do you have any objection to that?
Nope.
Okay. They've got something new with these cats. They've got these like cartoon cats. They're walking around and they're doing things. And I think that's cool. Or I just think it's cool. So when I see sort of trends happening, I like to kind of jump on it. I think part of what happened might have been either the ad that I the actual ad that I promoted it was babies. And we were talking about the Cassie, P. Diddy and Cassie situation. And we said Cassie did not protect her P.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So that's where we are. So thank you so much. And listen, have a great day. And we wish you well. And if anybody wants to get in touch with you, they just reach out to you on IG.
Comedian Rome on IG, or check out the podcast, No ID Podcast, on Instagram as well too. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll do follow back.
All right. Perfect. Thank you,
All right,
sir.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet y'all all, man. Good luck with everything.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.